Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy D Mike the Creator. Hey, I want to talk to you guys about this famous quote by Abraham Lincoln. It says, "A house divided within itself or against itself cannot stand." Right? And this is a very, very key quote. Um, this isn't the reason why I do not vote. I do not vote because it doesn't really make sense to me. Right? And this quote can kind of help back it up a little bit. The reason why, because of the two different parties, right? The two different parties. You got the Reds, the Blues, Democrats, Republicans, conservatives, liberals, and it's just that with these two divisions, these two sides within this country, it's pulling us further away from each other, in my opinion. You know, very powerful quote. And if you look at it from that scale and you look at all the other things within this reality, you could see the division on even like macro levels too. Um, but yeah, I don't vote because it doesn't make sense to me. I believe in a higher power. Higher source will always balance things out. And you got people saying your vote matters. People will disagree with what I never voted in my life. Don't plan on it. But people will disagree with it about what I believe in. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. You know, it's just the fact that that's one of my things, and I don't see us all coming together by voting. Like I feel like because by voting, in my opinion, we're actually giving the power to the people that are running for the cause, and in my opinion, they all are on the same side. As in politics, red versus blue, like the politicians, you see them jumping from side to side, which shows lack of loyalty or their perspective, and it makes you wonder, why would you jump from side to side? Was it a change of thought, like beliefs? Was it money? Was it because it makes you think though, like when you sit down and just start looking at the stuff that's going on within politics, which is why I stay away from politics. You start questioning a lot, and it doesn't really make sense to me. And some things aren't meant to make sense to me, and I'm okay with that. So I just let it be. And like I say, I feel like there's a higher source, higher power, God, the creator, whatever it is, it's going to always balance those out and sell it the way it needs to be. But that quote is very powerful. And it's coming from a past president from 1800s. And we look around now, look at the division within this society, right? Let's even talk about one thing. I used to love sports. I still have a love for sports in the regards of coaching. I coach. I coached, not currently at the moment, but I coached travel baseball from 9 years old to 18-year-olds. And I love the sport of baseball to coach kids, to coach them up from life lessons and the sport of the game, right? So I believe baseball, it teaches you about life, but in regards to me, recreational, like watching TV or like sports, I don't do that anymore. Like I really stopped watching sports for real for like the past few years, just because it didn't make sense to me. And now with all this money being involved with sports, um, it's a circus show, And if you look in the past, the civilizations, all they do is adopt old beliefs and they incorporate it in the new civilization, or quote unquote a new world, right? When in Rome, do what the Romans do. That's what we're doing right now, like with the Romans games. That's what some of these sports. That's what they are. They're entertainment, and You know, it's almost like they well, it's not no almost, in my opinion, they show you one hand, but they're doing stuff with the other hand. Like this is a distraction in sports. And the reason why I brought up the sports is because of its two sides, right? Um, from Auburn, Alabama, and in the South, it's like either you love Auburn or you love Alabama, but there's no in between. You know what I mean? And that creates the division. And here in the South, the love for just that one side, you will see potential chaos between strangers, even family, loved ones, just over a team, a game, a simple game, right? And this is micro to the macrocosm of us all being one and being able to be with each other and be on the same side, be on the same team. And people lose friendships, relationships over a simple game because of this division, right? The word hate gets brought up. I don't like using the word hate or bad. I like using strongly dislike or not so good. That's just me personally because those are very strong words, and our words are very powerful. But it's the fact that, like, when you look at it, you just like, how can we come together? But how are we allowing these distractions pull people apart? Like, this game is not life or death, but we're acting like it is life or death. My team lost. Oh man. Well, guess what? It's another year. We got another year, like, and that's another reason why I stopped watching, man. Because I'm like, this is a dystopian society that we're very unconscious to. A lot of distractions. Like you even got like I said earlier, Republicans, Democrats, liberals, conservatives. You have Walmart, Target. All these, like, CVS, Walgreens. I mean, they're the same. AT&T, Verizon, Red versus Blue. I don't like AT&T because their service, it's the same thing. It's a server. At the end of the day, they probably run on all the same servers. It's just propaganda that tells us otherwise, or the price points might matter most to people. But like at the end of the day, it's it's a phone. It's network. The thing is, the people, we are the network. We are the frequency. We just give our powers to those politicians, right? To the government. And like I say, this ruffles people's feathers, and that's okay. I like ruffling feathers, and because it makes people think outside of their original thought patterns, their original programming, and that's in my opinion, that's a great thing because we're not our thoughts. A lot of our thoughts are ideologies that people projected onto us, and we just kind of took them as our own. But we're all consciousness, enjoying life or trying to enjoy life within these vessels in the 3D. That's what we are. But that quote, like, a country cannot really truly come together if it's divided within. There's so much division within this country, right? But you guys, let me know what other things that are dividing this country that's within us. Or if you also agree with not voting, or if you have another opinion about why people should vote, or if you have an opinion about what I said about all of this added together, like, let me know. Right? I love to have conversations. I really don't like to argue. I like to have thought-provoking conversations so we all can learn and grow from each other because we all are one. We just have different perspectives, different opinions, and everybody's truth matters. Everybody's perspective is true, in my opinion. So yeah, like this video, comment, share, and let's all be able to think and like I said, my goal hope, aspirations is for us all to come together. Right? We're on one team. Right? We're all human. That's the human race. And in this body, that we see. That's a whole other topic I can be able to talk about in regards to entities goes, but it's really about putting the energy in the right direction. And but um, follow this channel if you did like this conversation, ideologies. But thank you guys for tuning in and listening and watching. But once again, it's your boy D Mike the Creator. Y'all take care. Have a good one. Peace.